Today we are at our family farm, Willamette Valley Melon Company, but here we grow a lot of watermelon and pumpkins and sell all those things to our local community.
Willamette Valley Melon Company has been farming for about 10 years. It all started when a friend told her dad, Neil, that good watermelons can't grow in the Willamette Valley.
He doesn't like to be told that he can't do something, and he took that as a personal challenge to figure out how we could grow melons successfully in the Willamette Valley. He loves innovation and engineering and has engineered our watermelon harvesting trailer and a few other things, and he's just truly an innovator. So he's my role model. Don't tell him I said that.
It took years of experimentation with varieties and growing techniques, but they figured it out and now harvest 20 to 40 acres of watermelons each year. Their most successful melon looks a little different from your typical grocery store watermelons.
So we call it a sugar baby seedless melon, and it is like the traditional sugar baby seeded variety, but it's in its seedless form.
So how did they manage to do it? The first step is starting them in a greenhouse. Then they're planted with a drip irrigation line under black plastic mulch. The third secret, they have multiple varieties growing side by side.
We also have to grow pollinator varieties along with that so that we can have successful pollination. And so we have kind of that big typical striped seeded melon out in our field, along with some other varieties that aren't great for eating but are really great for the pollination effect.
The result, delicious, sweet, seedless melons.
It's kind of a cult following of people that want our watermelons, and they wait all year for our watermelons to be ready.
In addition to the sugar baby melons, they grow some specialty varieties, cantaloupes, and a lot of pumpkins. They have 4 roadside farm stands where you can buy melons and produce, and they open the farm up to the public in October for pumpkins and a corn maze. Their goal is always the same.
One of my highlights is just getting to share the beauty of agriculture and what that provides for people, how it cares for the environment, other things that we're doing to change and become more sustainable and grow and advance agricultural practices so that we're being the best stewards possible to the land and being able to provide what consumers want to eat.
Being stewards of the land is a common sentiment in Mount Hood territory. It's one of the driving principles at Moon Ridge Farm in Beaver Creek.
Hey guys, want to come say hi a minute? We do have a solar farm. We practice permaculture principles. We basically feel like we create an ecosystem here. You know, what we get out, we try to put back in. Everything is a cycle.
There is a lot happening on Moon Ridge Farms.
These are our pygmy goats, Jack and Diane. This is Diane, this is Jack.
Lauren and her husband Ted have been operating this farm for about 20 years. They grow blueberries, lavender, a variety of vegetables, and an unusual crop, yacon.
Yacon is a very cool plant. It's called commonly the Bolivian sunroot plant. It's native of South America, but there's an edible tuber that grows below the ground. And so that part is good to eat, and it's also medicinal.
Lauren first heard about yacon from some family living in South America, where it's used by people to manage blood sugar.
It has a type of molecule, a sugar molecule that goes through your gut intact so it doesn't affect your insulin levels. So that's how it's effective, and they do very well here.
After 20 years of growing yacon, they now sell tubers and crowns, yacon syrup, and turn the leaves into yacon tea. Moon Ridge Farm starts yacon in the greenhouse, then moves it into the garden around the same time as the peppers and tomatoes.
You need a lot of space because the crowns themselves, even though they're small, they grow tubers, and the tubers can get very large.
The plants grow leafy and tall over the next few months while producing large tubers underground. Once the weather turns cold, the plants die off and the tubers are harvested.
Once you let them sit for a couple of weeks, they sweeten up, and they taste kind of like a sweet jicama, only a little bit juicier. We like to eat them raw.
Through the winter, Lauren and Ted process the tubers, turning them into syrup.
So you basically take the product and cook it down till you get a dark, rich, kind of molasses-type syrup.
You can buy KOIN crowns and products on the Moon Ridge Farm website or at their summertime farm stand. Our next farm is in Canby, the popular roadside stop, TMK Creamery.
You can do a self-guided tour. You can go see the cow-lebrities and how they lived, and then you can go see the junior cow-lebrities, which are baby calves, and see how they live and what they do. And then you can come back and see the process of cheese making in the creamery through our viewing windows.
At TMK, the #1 priority is the health and happiness of their animals.
Basically creating an environment where they're living their best life is really our goal with everything, because if they're not happy, like, we're really wasting our time.
TMK Creamery makes and sells cheddar, Gouda, cheese curds, ice cream, and now their own alcohol. They call it Cowcohol, and it's the only product of its kind in the country.
Oh, we can't make enough. It's been great. I mean, the support we get has been incredible.
Cheesemakers are often looking for the best way to use their leftover whey, and for Todd, the answer came to him one day while reading the newspaper.
An article that I found on fermentation and distillation of whey, and it was done by what I call the greatest university on the planet, Oregon State.
OSU had figured out how to turn whey into vodka.
It was a no-brainer for us because it made the whey more environmentally friendly to discard. It also created another product for us. I mean, so we just started diving into it and figuring out what we needed to do to make that happen.
They found a distillery that was willing to give it a try, and by 2019, they had their first bottle. Then, during all the COVID shutdowns, they figured out how to move the distillery in-house.
It's a unique custom system just for us. This is fermented whey, and so this has alcohol in it. So this is actually what's running through the still. Starts up here, and so we're creating heat, and we're trying to vaporize the alcohol as the fermented whey is coming down. And so this, we're trying to get it to basically vaporize and condense, vaporize and condense. So alcohol's a vodka-like spirit. I mean, it's really, we've had spirits judges try it. They've given us tremendously favorable reviews. They call it more of a sipping vodka.
TMK is still a fairly small operation and does not make enough to supply local liquor stores, so the only way for you to get some alcohol is to visit them in person.